Welcome back, coin collectors and history enthusiasts. Today, we have an amazing collection of classic American coins to explore. From historic Washington quarters and Lincoln cents to other fascinating coins from different years and mints, each piece carries a unique story from the past. In this video, we'll uncover their history, designs, mint marks, circulation journey, collector value, and the special features that make them interesting to coin enthusiasts around the world. Whether you're a beginner collector or an experienced numismatist, you're sure to discover something exciting. So grab your favorite coins, sit back, and join us as we dive into the fascinating world of coin collecting. Let's begin this incredible numismatic adventure together. The 1977 Washington quarter is one of the most recognizable modern American coins. It was issued by the United States and features the famous portrait of George Washington on the obverse front side. The inscriptions "Liberty," "In God We Trust," and the date 1977 appear on the front. On the reverse side, the coin displays an eagle with spread wings, along with the inscriptions United States of America, EPLURIBUS UNUM, and quarter dollar. This design was created by sculptor John Flanagan and was used on Washington quarters for many decades. A 1977 quarter with no mint mark was struck at the Philadelphia Mint. During this period, Philadelphia coins often carried no mint mark, making the absence of a mint mark completely normal. Hundreds of millions of these quarters were produced for everyday commerce, and they circulated widely throughout the United States. Because of the large mintage, most examples found today are common, and are usually worth only face value unless they are in exceptionally high grade or possess a rare minting error. The coin is composed of a copper-nickel-clad alloy. It weighs approximately 5.67 grams, has a diameter of 24.3 millimeters, and features a reeded edge. The outer layers consist of copper-nickel bonded to a pure copper core. This composition was adopted by the United States Mint after silver was removed from circulating quarters in 1965. As a result, the 1977 quarter contains no silver, unlike quarters minted in earlier decades. In circulated condition, a 1977 no-mint mark quarter typically shows signs of wear from everyday use. The high points of Washington's hair may appear flattened, and details on the eagle's feathers may be less sharp. Small scratches, contact marks, and discoloration are common. Despite these signs of circulation, many collectors still enjoy preserving such coins as examples of late 20th century American coinage and as pieces of everyday history. From a collector's perspective, the value of a circulated 1977 Philadelphia quarter is usually around 25 cents to $1, depending on condition. Better preserved examples with strong detail and attractive surfaces may command slightly higher prices. Uncirculated specimens, especially those certified by professional grading services, can be worth several dollars or more. Coins displaying rare errors such as off-center strikes, double dies, clipped planchets, or dramatic die breaks can be significantly more valuable and are actively sought by error coin collectors. The year 1977 itself represents an interesting period in American history. The United States was experiencing economic and social changes, and coins like the Washington quarter were used daily in businesses, vending machines, transportation systems, and personal transactions across the country. Every circulated quarter from this era carries evidence of its journey through countless hands, making each piece a small artifact of American life during the late 1970s. Collectors examining a 1977 quarter should check for unusual characteristics. A strong strike, original luster, minimal wear, and attractive tunning can enhance desirability. Although most 1977 quarters are common, discovering a high-grade example or a genuine mint error can transform an ordinary coin into a much more valuable collectible. Careful inspection under good lighting and magnification is recommended. For many coin enthusiasts, The 1977 Washington Quarter serves as an accessible entry point into collecting U.S. coinage. Its classic design, historical significance, and widespread availability make it an excellent educational coin. While a typical circulated example without a mint mark is not rare, it remains an important part of the long-running Washington Quarter series and a tangible connection to the everyday commerce of the United States in 1977. YouTube Welcome Intro. Welcome back, coin collectors and history enthusiasts. Today we're taking a closer look at the 1977 Washington Quarter with no mint mark from Philadelphia. We'll explore its history, design, specifications, collector value, and the factors that can make certain examples more desirable. Stay tuned as we uncover the story behind this classic American quarter and find out whether your 1977 coin could be worth more than face value. The next up top two, the 1917 D Standing Liberty Quarter, is one of the most beautiful and historically significant coins ever issued by the United States. Struck at the Denver Mint, this coin belongs to the famous Standing Liberty Quarter series that was produced from 1916 through 1930. The 1917 D quarter represents a period of artistic transformation in American coinage when the United States sought to create more elegant and symbolic designs for its circulating money. Today, collectors around the world admire this coin for its beauty, historical importance, and scarcity in higher grades. The obverse of the 1917 D Standing Liberty Quarter features the full-length figure of Liberty standing between two large gateposts. In her right hand she holds an olive branch, symbolizing peace, while in her left hand she carries a shield representing national defense and strength. The word Liberty appears prominently around the upper edge of the coin, while 13 stars symbolize the original colonies of the United States. The date 1917 is located near the bottom. The design was created by renowned sculptor Herman Atkins MacNeil. The reverse side displays a majestic eagle in flight, soaring across the coin's surface. Around the eagle appear the inscriptions United States of America, EPLURIBUS UNUM, and quarter dollar. The eagle design reflects freedom, power, and national pride. Many collectors consider this reverse to be one of the most artistic designs ever used on a United States circulating coin. The 1917 D Standing Liberty Quarter was struck from 90% silver and 10% copper. Each coin weighs approximately 6.25 grams and contains about 0.1808 troy ounces of pure silver. Unlike modern clad quarters, this coin possesses intrinsic silver value in addition to its numismatic value. The diameter measures approximately 24.3 millimeters, and the edge is reeded. Because of its silver composition and age, many examples have survived only in heavily worn condition. The year 1917 was a significant moment in world history. The United States entered World War I during this year, and the nation was preparing for military involvement overseas. Coins circulating during this period witnessed one of the most important eras in modern history. Every surviving 1917 D quarter represents a tangible connection to the early 20th century and the lives of Americans during wartime. In circulated condition, a 1917 D Standing Liberty Quarter typically shows considerable wear. The highest points of Liberty's figure, facial features, shield details, and drapery lines often become smooth after decades of circulation. On the reverse, the eagle's feathers may appear worn and less distinct. Nevertheless, even well-circulated examples remain highly desirable because of their silver content, age, and historical significance. Collectors carefully examine the mint mark on these coins. The small D mint mark identifies production at the Denver Mint and is located on the reverse beneath the eagle in the Type 1 design. Because mintages were much lower than those of modern quarters, surviving examples are significantly scarcer than 20th century clad coinage. Authentic 1917 D quarters in collectible condition often command substantial premiums over their silver value. One of the most interesting aspects of the 1917 Standing Liberty Quarter series is the distinction between Type 1 and Type 2 designs. Early 1917 quarters were struck using the original Type 1 design. Later in the year, modifications were made to the design, creating the Type 2 variety. These distinctions are important to collectors and can significantly influence market value. Specialists often build collections that include both major design types. The value of a circulated 1917D Standing Liberty Quarter depends heavily on its condition. Heavily worn examples may be worth several tens of dollars, while better preserved specimens can command hundreds of dollars. Extremely fine and about uncirculated examples are particularly sought after. Coins certified by professional grading services often bring higher prices because their authenticity and condition have been independently verified. Collectors also search for unusual mint errors and varieties. Off-center strikes, die cracks, doubled dies, and other production anomalies can increase collector demand. Since these coins were struck more than a century ago, discovering an attractive original example with strong details is considered a rewarding achievement for many numismatists. The Standing Liberty Quarter series remains one of the most admired coin series in American numismatics. Its artistic beauty, silver composition, and connection to a transformative era of American history continue to attract collectors from around the world. The 1917D issue is especially appreciated because it combines historical significance, silver value, and relative scarcity. Whether found in a family collection, inherited from previous generations, or purchased by a dedicated collector, the 1917D Standing Liberty Quarter remains an enduring symbol of American coinage artistry and heritage. YouTube Welcome Intro. Welcome back, coin collectors and history enthusiasts. Today we're exploring the remarkable 1917D Standing Liberty Quarter, one of the most beautiful silver coins in American history. We'll uncover its design, silver content, historical background, collector value, and the rare features that make this century-old coin so desirable. Stay with us as we reveal why the 1917D Standing Liberty Quarter remains a treasured piece of United States numismatic history. The next up, top 3, the 1996 P. Washington quarter dollar, is a significant coin in modern United States numismatic history. Struck at the famous Philadelphia Mint, this quarter was produced for everyday circulation and became part of millions of daily transactions across America. The coin belongs to the long-running Washington quarter series, first introduced in 1932 to commemorate the 200th anniversary of the birth of George Washington. By 1996, the Washington quarter had already become one of the most recognized and widely used coins in the United States. The obverse front of the 1996 P quarter features the left-facing portrait of George Washington, designed by John Flanagan. Above the portrait appears the word Liberty, while the national motto "In God We Trust" is displayed on the left side. The date 1996 appears below Washington's portrait. A small P mint mark near the date identifies the coin as having been struck at the Philadelphia Mint. Prior to 1980, Philadelphia quarters generally carried no mint mark, but by 1996, the P mint mark was standard on Philadelphia-issued quarters. The reverse side features the classic heraldic eagle design that appeared on Washington quarters for decades before the state quarter program began in 1999. The eagle is shown with wings spread, perched upon a bundle of arrows symbolizing national strength and defense. Beneath the arrows are olive branches representing peace. Around the eagle appear the inscriptions United States of America and quarter dollar, while the Latin motto, E Pluribus Unum, appears above the eagle. This design remained a familiar sight in American commerce throughout much of the 20th century. The 1996 P. Washington quarter was struck using a copper-nickel-clad composition. The outer layers consist of 75% copper and 25% nickel bonded to a pure copper core. The coin weighs approximately 5.67 grams, has a diameter of 24.3 millimeters, and features a reeded edge. Unlike quarters minted before 1965, the 1996 P quarter contains no silver. Its value depends primarily on condition, collector demand, and the presence of any unusual mint errors. During 1996, hundreds of millions of quarters were needed to support the American economy. As a result, enormous numbers of 1996 P quarters were produced and released into circulation. These coins passed through banks, supermarkets, restaurants, vending machines, public transportation systems, and countless other commercial activities. Because of this heavy circulation, most surviving examples today show varying degrees of wear. A circulated 1996 P quarter generally exhibits flattening on the highest points of Washington's hair, cheek, and jawline. On the reverse, where often appears on the eagle's breast feathers and wing details. Small scratches, contact marks, discoloration, and surface abrasions are common. Despite such wear, circulated examples remain important historical artifacts representing everyday American commerce during the mid-1990s. The year 1996 was notable in American history. The nation was experiencing rapid technological growth, the expansion of the Internet, and major economic changes. Coins such as the 1996 P quarter circulated during a period that helped shape the modern digital era. Every circulated example carries a unique history, having traveled through countless hands and transactions over nearly 3 decades. For collectors, most circulated 1996 P quarters are considered common coins. Typical circulated examples are generally worth face value or slightly above face value depending on condition. However, uncirculated examples with original mint luster can command higher premiums. Coins certified in exceptionally high mint state grades are especially desirable because relatively few survive in pristine condition compared to the enormous number originally struck. Collectors also search for mint errors on 1996 P quarters. Possible errors include off-center strikes, clipped planchets, die cracks, doubled dies, broad strikes, and other production anomalies. Genuine error coins can be worth significantly more than ordinary examples because of their rarity and collector demand. Careful examination under magnification is often necessary to identify such varieties. One reason collectors appreciate the 1996 P Washington quarter is that it represents the final years of the traditional Washington quarter design before the introduction of the famous 50 state quarters program. Just a few years later, the reverse design of the quarter would begin changing annually to honor individual U.S. states. As a result, the 1996 P quarter is among the last examples of the classic eagle reverse that had defined the denomination for generations. Today, the 1996 P Washington quarter remains a popular and accessible collectible. While most circulated examples are not rare, they provide an affordable connection to American history and coinage. Their enduring design, historical significance, and role in everyday commerce continue to make them attractive to beginning collectors and experienced numismatists alike. Whether discovered in pocket change, inherited in a family collection, or purchased for a coin album, the 1996 P Washington quarter stands as an enduring symbol of 20th century United States coinage. YouTube Welcome Intro. Welcome back, coin collectors and history enthusiasts. Today we're exploring the 1996 P Washington quarter dollar from the Philadelphia Mint. We'll uncover its history, design, specifications, collector value, mint errors, and the fascinating story behind one of the last classic eagle reverse quarters before the state quarters era began. Stay tuned to discover whether your 1996 P quarter could be worth more than face value. The next up top for the 1985 P Washington quarter dollar is a notable coin from the modern era of United States coinage. Produced at the historic Philadelphia Mint, this quarter was struck for general circulation and became part of everyday commerce throughout the United States. The coin belongs to the long-running Washington Quarter series that began in 1932 to honor the bicentennial of the birth of George Washington. By 1985, the Washington Quarter had already become one of the most familiar and widely used coins in American life. The obverse of the 1985 P quarter features the classic left-facing portrait of George Washington, designed by John Flanagan. The inscription Liberty appears above Washington's head, while the national motto In God We Trust is displayed on the left side of the portrait. The date 1985 appears below, and a small P mint mark identifies the coin as having been struck at the Philadelphia Mint. The addition of the Philadelphia Mint mark on circulating quarters was a relatively recent change at the time, making the P mint mark an important identifying feature. The reverse side of the coin displays the traditional heraldic eagle design. The eagle stands proudly with its wings spread, perched on a bundle of arrows that symbolize military preparedness and national strength. Olive branches beneath the arrows represent peace. Surrounding the eagle are the inscriptions United States of America and quarter dollar, while EPLURIBUS UNUM appears above the eagle. This reverse design served as the standard appearance of the Washington Quarter for decades and became an iconic symbol of American coinage. The 1985 P Washington Quarter was struck using a copper-nickel-clad composition. The coin consists of outer layers containing 75% copper and 25% nickel bonded to a pure copper core. It weighs approximately 5.67 grams, measures 24.3 millimeters in diameter, and has a reeded edge. Unlike quarters produced before 1965, the 1985 P quarter contains no silver. Its value depends mainly on condition, rarity, demand among collectors, and the presence of any mint errors. During 1985, the United States economy required enormous quantities of circulating coinage. Hundreds of millions of quarters were produced to meet commercial demand. These coins traveled through banks, retail stores, restaurants, gas stations, vending machines, arcades, and countless daily transactions. As a result, most surviving examples today are found in circulated condition and show evidence of years of handling and use. A circulated 1985 P quarter often exhibits wear on Washington's hair, cheek, jawline, and other high points of the design. On the reverse, the eagle's breast feathers and wing details may appear worn or flattened. Contact marks, scratches, small dents, and discoloration are common on coins that have spent years in circulation. Despite these signs of wear, circulated examples remain historically interesting because they represent the everyday money used by Americans during the mid-1980s. The year 1985 was a memorable period in American history. Technological innovation was accelerating, personal computers were becoming increasingly common, and the nation was experiencing significant cultural and economic developments. Coins such as the 1985 P Washington Quarter circulated during this transformative era and participated in millions of transactions that reflected daily life across the country. For collectors, the 1985 P quarter is generally considered a common date coin. Most circulated examples are worth face value, or approximately 25 cents. However, coins in exceptionally attractive condition can command modest premiums. Uncirculated examples retaining full mint luster are more desirable and can be worth several dollars depending on grade. Certified mint state specimens in the highest grades are significantly scarcer and may sell for much higher prices. One of the most exciting aspects of collecting Washington quarters is searching for mint errors and varieties. Some 1985 P quarters have been discovered with off-center strikes, die cracks, doubled dies, clip planchets, and other unusual production errors. These coins are highly sought after because they are far less common than standard circulation strikes. Collectors carefully inspect their quarters under magnification in hopes of finding such valuable anomalies. The Philadelphia Mint has played a central role in American coinage since the late 18th century. As the nation's first federal mint facility, it has produced countless coins that have circulated throughout the United States. The 1985 P quarter represents one chapter in this long history of coin production and serves as a reminder of the Philadelphia Mint's continuing importance to American commerce. Although the 1985 P Washington quarter is not considered rare in circulated condition, it remains an important piece of modern numismatic history. It reflects the craftsmanship of the United States Mint, the enduring popularity of the Washington quarter design, and the economic activity of the mid-1980s. Collectors often include the coin in day 10 mint mark sets, historical collections, and educational displays that showcase the evolution of American coinage. Today, nearly 4 decades after its release, the 1985 P Washington quarter continues to circulate occasionally in pocket change. Each surviving coin tells a story of countless transactions, changing generations, and the enduring role of coinage in daily life. Whether kept as a collectible, inherited from family members, or discovered in circulation, the 1985 P quarter remains a lasting symbol of American history and numismatic tradition. YouTube Welcome Intro. Welcome back, coin collectors and history lovers. In today's video, we're exploring the 1985 P Washington quarter dollar from the Philadelphia Mint. We'll uncover its fascinating history, design details, composition, collector value, mint errors, and what makes this classic quarter an important part of modern American coin collecting. Stay tuned to discover whether your 1985 P quarter could be hiding more value than you expect.